25 minutes after 9 o'clock. Good morning. Well, I'll tell you, it's a must-see event next week at the Metro Convention Center, May 18th and 19th. It's being described as the ultimate science fair meets trade show. Discovery 11, hosted by the Ontario Sciences of Excellence, will host this event. It's going to highlight the remarkable innovation coming out of Ontario's universities and colleges. Boy, we thought the kids were slacking off in school. But part of this conference is Ontario Projection Advances in 3D. Really exciting stuff, and we're getting all the details now from Paul Weiss from Ontario Centres of Excellence. Welcome, Paul. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you very much.
Good to have you.
Now, before we talk about 3D, Paul, can you give us some insight briefly on the Ontario Centres of Excellence and your Discovery Conference?
Great. What we do at the Ontario Centres of Excellence is we fund research and innovation here in Ontario at university, college, and research hospitals. And what I mean by that is we fund cutting-edge startup activity and collaborative research between industry partners and academia. So what we're building on last year's success, actually awarded as Canada's top trade show, continuation this year, next week at the Toronto Metro Centre on Wednesday and Thursday. Again, our show delivering hundreds of research projects and an opportunity for investors, trade commissioners, entrepreneurs, and the general community to come and mingle and see this amazing show.
And on a fun level, it's like a science fair for big kids, like everyone in the room.
You got it. In fact, actually, this year, in addition, like you had mentioned, we're hosting a 3D innovation conference. So what that means is we're going to bring for the first time a collection of innovative 3D people and technologists together to talk about the future of 3D. It's really a first here in Canada to bring them into a major trade show. We're building a custom 3D theater where you can actually see never seen before content and be guided through the process.
That's perfect because we're pretty well two-dimensional people, so we can go there and be in 3D.
Speak for yourself, John.
I was.
Now, there's a whole lot of emphasis on 3D. Now, you just touched upon it briefly here, Paul, but when I think of 3D, I think about sitting, in a movie. We all watched Avatar with those big glasses. Now we've got the 3D TVs. Is there a lot more involved to this?
Indeed. Of course, Ontario native James Cameron, of course, pioneering with Avatar. And in fact, we actually have a lot of mentorees of James actually coming to talk about the future of the show as it moves from the theaters into the living rooms, into gaming technology platforms, all of which we'll be talking about at Discovery next week.
Do you think that there's real potential for 3D to go really, really far here in Ontario?
Certainly. I think when you look at the talent base that's here and the amount of energy that's going in, previously we were talking offline about the number of rigs that are able to capture and film 3D here in Toronto, which is second only to California.
Wow.
Wild.
Which is really cool. So certainly I think we have a lot of talent from the filming, a lot of talent on the technology side that's actually doing 2D to 3D, futuristic thinking of how to apply 3D. It's quite an exciting pool of talent here.
Yeah, I mean, I've just done big screen HD, now Blu-ray. I don't want you too. So now, what about the other innovations being showcased at the conference? You are jam-packed.
Absolutely. We have a full agenda across a variety of sectors, including advanced healthcare, digital media, clean tech. We're hosting a water summit on the 17th, the day before, and we have a lot of exciting things going on. International speakers within the 3D context alone. We have the co-founder of IMAX coming in, which is fantastic. So
cool.
This is great. We've been chatting with Paul Weiss from Ontario Centres of Excellence about their Discovery Conference. It's 1 week today at the Metro Convention Centre, featuring, among many things, Ontario Projection Advances in 3D. This is a must-see event. Mark it on your calendar, May 18th and 19th. Paul, thank you so much for enlightening us here, and best of luck in 3D, my friend.
absolutely. Google search us, OC Discovery, and check the conference out.
Will do. Thank you.
Good having you. Thanks, Paul.